secret compartment is secured with a combination lock. Not without leaving evidence. I need the combination.
Are there any hints?
A memory aid consisting of several works of art. There are animals on the lock.
The works of art might hint at specific animals.
You don't say, genius. I've already got that far. About the combination.
Yes?
Guernica. Sounds Spanish, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a city in the Basque region.
Does it have a heraldic animal? Or maybe the region has one?
I don't know. I've never been there. I just know it because the city was bombed by the Nazis during the Spanish Civil War.
Nazis? In the Spanish Civil War?
Well, not officially, of course. At the request of General Franco, his friends from Germany reduced the defenseless city to ashes and rubble. Picasso immortalized the bombing in his famous painting.
Really? Is it on display in Spain?
Silly. As long as Franco is in charge, he won't allow that.
Where is it?
Oh, no idea. Paris, maybe? Picasso lived there for a long time.
Maybe doesn't help me much. Alberto Durero.
What about him?
What's his most famous work?
Hard to say. He did a lot. He was a pioneer of woodcuts and printmaking.
The Baroness left his monogram as a hint, not the name of one of his artworks. So there must be a painting that everyone associates with him.
Not to my knowledge. Although he did have a favorite motif.
And that was?
Himself. He made quite a few self-portraits.
That's it. The artist is the art.
Sounds logical. His most famous self-portrait is in the Prado in Madrid. I saw it with my own eyes 2 years ago.
Does Madrid have something like a heraldic animal?
Sure, it's a bear. It's on the coat of arms and all over the city.
A bear again? Like in Berlin?
Why not? The same numbers appear more than once on normal combination locks.
That's true. The bear then. That's it! 3 animals are all I need. I can guess the 4th. But I could try to find the 4th symbol anyway, just to be sure. I'll be going. Don't waste all the hot water.
Never.
Oh, I could use a hot shower. Crawling through ventilation ducts is about business. A deal?
Yes?
I've got the combination.
Ha! That's my...
I'm going to steal the eye now.
Hooray.
I'll be going. Don't waste all...
Never.
Dr. Gebhardt?
Yes?
Have you ever heard of a Picasso?
That's enough. I am saying this as politely as I can. Please leave me alone now. We can discuss these unimportant things tomorrow, if it is really necessary.
I ought to be going.
Thank God.
The silhouette of New York and of a ship, but not of... Looks pretty official, with a coat of arms, flag, seal, and all the trappings. And the poster is clean as a whistle. Someone seems to cherish it. Baroness von Tribbets? Are you okay? Hello? Baroness? Hello? Adil,
What happened?
the Baroness. Blood everywhere.
But who?
I don't know. Inch?
That doesn't make any sense.
Don't move. Zellner, up here. We've got our shadow. How are you?
I do nothing. Me crew.
Sure you are. What are you doing here?
Just fresh air.
Sure. You just wanted to get a breath of fresh air. Zellner, look who we have here.
Well, if that's not our shadow.
And our stowaway.
Were you recently traveling via trunk?
Nothing.
He claims to be part of the crew. Just wanted to get some fresh air.
Oh, sure. And you obviously didn't attack me either, did you?
The Baroness won't open her door, sir.
Understood. Take him to the detention cell, Robert. We'll talk later, my friend.
What is? Did nothing.
Inspector Legrand thinks otherwise. Move!
But I have... Gunshot.
I know that. Get moving. Into the cell.
Ah. What happened last night?
What happened? That you were walking around the ship, that you let them catch you, that you endangered the whole... that you endangered me.
I shouldn't have gone out. That was a mistake. Why won't you answer?
I'm having a conversation that you cannot hear.
What happened last night?
The Baroness was murdered.
Did you?
No. If it were up to me, she'd have had an accident in a couple of weeks. Instead, someone shot the old bat in the heart point blank.
Are we calling it off?
No. Mr. X is ready, and as her surviving representative, I should be able to move about freely in the museum. The old hag's death doesn't change anything.
How did you get in here?
I'm more than capable of finding the entrance to a cargo hold. Indeed, it was child's play. It's not as though I had to crawl through ventilation shafts or anything so gauche.
So, what do we do now? I could escape, and...
Swim to Cairo.
So, I stay here and wait?
They'll arrest you in Cairo and question you about the murder, even if they don't throw you in jail.
And if we find the murderer, then they'd have no reason to hold me.
Oh, I'm one step ahead of you.
Nervous? I would be if I were you.
This is part of the plan. I don't like it.
He's groping about in the dark. Legrand is the real problem.
Still, I'm going to take him out of the picture.
How?
Dr. Gebhardt killed the Baroness. A clever old man, but not clever enough to keep me from finding out.
So you just have to tip Legrand off, and then I'm as good as free.
That's what I thought at first, but then I thought, why waste the opportunity? I put Zellner on the trail of the good doctor. He'll drive Gebhardt into a corner, and when he lashes out in desperation, he might hit our Swiss friend. Maybe even Legrand, if we're really lucky.
You can't do that. The old fella's just doing his job.
And so am I.
Inch. Enough blood has been shed. Inch. No more deaths. Damn! I have to get out of here and warn Constable Zellner. I guess this cage is some kind of detention cell for the crew. It's not the most impregnable prison in the world, but it's still a problem. I didn't sleep a wink. The blanket got caught on the nail. A board and... Ugh, they're really spoiling me with this cup of metallic... Huh. If I were able to hammer the nail flat, it'd probably fit in the keyhole. But I'd need a... Like everything else on this, but they're still much too strong. Huh. Lock. I doubt that will work. Yep. The nail is much too thick. Huh. If I were able... I think it's working. Huh, one down. I'll hang it back on the frame, and if I'm lucky, no one will notice my escape. Before I went to London to become Inch's protege, Alex and I drove through the French Riviera in this convertible. It was a wonderful week, and on the cliffs near Toulon, I asked her to marry me. But this is no time for reminiscing. There's nothing in the car that... Huh. A ring set into the floor. You could attach ropes or chains to it. It's set into the floor to keep people from tripping over it. Huh. You could attach... It's set into... What's this? Whoa. Heavy. Everything's a bit bigger and heavier on a ship. Pulleys included. What's that up there? A grate. Sunlight's shining through it. And above it, a bent pipe. This could be my way out. The bars are welded at 4 points. And unfortunately, they're not all as rusty as this one. This might be, but I can't just... Not a chance. And fat. A good height for attaching something to the hook. Huh. And now? You could attach... It's set into... I can't reach the hook. I can't reach the hook. I could do this all day. I don't think that was the solution to the puzzle. Good height for attaching. Huh. And now? Not a chance. I have to, and fast. Huh. You could attach... It's set into... I could do this all day. A relatively large steel nail. I pulled it out of the board. Not a chance. And fat. Fire still poses a great threat to ships. There are fire alarms, extinguishers, and hoses everywhere nowadays. These hoses are pretty versatile. There's no room for the... No, that won't work. The hose is too... I don't think that was the solution. No, that doesn't make any sense. No, that won't... This might, but I can't just break... No, that won't... I can't reach the hook. The crane... I can't reach the hook. The crane is for moving cargo from A... I could do this all day. No, that won't work. No, that doesn't make... And now? Not a chance. And fast. A relatively large... I could do this all day. A good height for attaching something to the hook. There's no room for the hose if the pulley is on the hook. I don't think that was the solution to the puzzle. A good height for it. A good height. No, that doesn't make... A relatively large steel net. These hoses are pretty... No, that won't work. Shelves for storing and securing cargo. Relatively large... A good height for attaching something to the hook. A good... These hoses are pretty versatile. They'll do at a pinch if you can't smuggle climbing ropes into the building you're planning to rob. Good height for attaching... Everything's a bit bigger and heavier on... I attached the pulley to the ring. You could hang a car from it. If the ship were upside down. A relatively... I could do this all day. A good height for a... I attached the pulley to the ring. You could hang a... I attached the pulley... good height for... Shelves for storing and securing... Not a chance. And fast. I can't reach the hook. The crane is for moving cargo. I could do this all day. I tied the... Here goes nothing. Louder than I expected. I hope no one noticed. With luck, I'll be able to warn the others about the doctor before it's too late. No! Ugh. Hey, you all right? That bastard didn't inject the fatal dose. You'll be back on your feet soon enough.
But...
Better take it easy while I... Oh, no! I'll be right back. Where are you?
No! Why can't you just leave me alone? Stay there.
Just relax.
Why can't you just leave me alone? It is always the same old story.
What old stories?
I am a decent man. Why are you torturing me? I loved her. She betrayed me. It was her fault. I have blood on my hands because of her.
Are you talking about the Baroness?
She was her sister. I loved her. With all my heart. They were Jewish, you know? But I didn't care about that. I hid them when it became dangerous for them. I looked after them. I brought them food. I was a party member. And still, I hid her and her whole family.
You risked your life for a woman you loved. And 30 years later, you murder her sister?
I saw her swollen belly. I was so angry. He was one of them, you know? He just used me. I hid them, brought them food, and in return they laughed about me behind my back.
What did you do?
There are Jews hiding in the basement of the Waldhof. Armed Jews. We have to burn them out. And that's what they did. I had never met her. Back in East Prussia, she was the older sister, the smart sister. She studied art history in New York, tried to get her family out of East Prussia, but I was able to prevent that.
You say you loved her, and yet you wanted to deny her and her family a safe life.
They were safe. I protected them. It was for their sake that I joined the party. I had contacts. I wrapped them in my protective embrace.
You didn't let her escape because you wanted to keep her close to you.
She sent photos to her sister before the war. She must have recognized me yesterday in Venice. I certainly recognized her.
The Baroness was searching through her photos. That's true.
She couldn't get me during the war. And after the war, I disappeared. Gave myself a new name, a new resume, a new life. And then, suddenly, there she was. About to ruin everything.
So, she had to die.
I didn't want that. But she gave me no choice. Why did she have to stir up old ghosts?
All right now.
No. It ends. Here and now.
Why do you want to kill yourself?
Isn't it obvious? He can't bear his false, hollow life anymore.
Who are you? What do you want?
A man who understands etiquette and honor, and yet is nothing but a coward himself, who, because of wounded vanity, burdens himself with immense guilt.
Don't come any closer.
The Baroness held a mirror up to you, didn't she, Doctor? And you hated what you saw there, so you smashed the mirror. But the sins of the past are catching up with you now, aren't they?
No.
A skull with empty eyes full of fear.
Stop it.
Oh, dear, you really know how to dampen the mood. I almost had him. And you? Aren't you supposed to follow orders? Are you not here to assist me?
I won't.
That wasn't a question.
I don't want any dead bodies.
The same old story. You want success, but you don't want to get your hands dirty.
Isn't the Raven famous for that?
I do what's necessary.
No!
No, no! What is it then? You wanted to jump anyway, or you should at least.
Inch?
I'm just lending a friendly hand. He's a coward. He needs a bit of motivation. Come on now, chop chop, jump!
You are the Baroness's butler, aren't you? I did not want to kill your mistress.
Oh, nonsense. Forgiven and forgotten, if you don't mind my asking.
There must be another solution.
Why are you doing this?
Nothing personal. Well, that's not entirely true. You're a miserable excuse for a human being, aren't you? But mainly you're a means to an end. Your death will get Inspector Legrand off our backs.
The inspector? What do I have to do with him?
Your letter. The one in which you confess to being the Raven and to killing the Baroness because she saw through your ruse.
That's absurd.
Indeed it is. But people will believe almost anything if it suits them. The press will love it. Bold Inspector Legrand saves the day again. Interviews, medals, urgent telegrams from the capital. Our dear friend won't be able to escape the limelight. And by the time the commotion has ended, I'll be long gone.
You can't kill him.
Why not? He's a bastard, his death will help us, and he's a witness. If we let him go, we'll both go to jail.
All the same, we're not going to kill him. You got us into this situation. And as long as I'm alive, I won't let anyone be killed in my presence.
No.
You can't kill both of us.
Oh, I think you'll find I can.
You can't kill me. You still need me. I have to do the dirty work for you in the museum, so you won't be shooting me or him.
Very well. You win.
What?
Never speak to me like that again. Do you understand? I need you to steal the eye, but one day I could be overwhelmed by a feeling of hatred that will make me forget the eye. And there are worse things I could do than simply shoot you. I suggest you go back to your cell. You need to be fit for Cairo. I still have a confession to write.
The last act. The end of the Raven. Part of me wants to abandon the whole plan and go back to Europe. What if something goes wrong and Legrand catches on? I couldn't bear it if something happened to her. I can't afford to slip up.
Mr. Jamal, I'm glad you could make it.
Let's get this over with.
Still angry on account of the good doctor?
You disgust me.
You'll be rid of me in less than 2 hours, and I of you.
Will there be more deaths here in the museum?
If you follow my...
If people are in danger, I'll call...
I don't kill for fun, only when...
Is it ever really necessary?
Sometimes. Revenge, for example, when one has been betrayed.
And what about Legrand?
My diversion worked. The press has laid siege to the French embassy, and Legrand won't... He should arrive in a few minutes.
That's why we're striking now.
A regrettable necessity. I would have preferred to make my grand entrance this evening at the gala. But yes, we will strike as soon as the safe is in the treasure chamber and Legrand has left.
Have you already met your Mr. X?
He's counting an envelope of unmarked bills as we speak. He put the blueprints under the statue of Imhotep.
Blueprints.
A sketch of the museum, not the kind you can get just anywhere. This one shows secret entrances, basements, and attic rooms that the Resistance used during the war.
That's what it was about.
Get the blueprints. There's a basement below the treasure chamber. The entrance should be marked on the blueprints. Open it and give me a sign.
What's the next step? What's the next step after the basement?
You'll find out when it's time.
But... all right then. I'll pay a visit to Imhotep and we'll meet in the basement.
Good monkey. Oh, and by the way, the museum is closed to visitors until tomorrow.
Then how...
You'll find a way.
I bet the craftsmen are nearby. If not in the museum, then somewhere around here. I hope the owner doesn't come back while I'm tampering with the truck. Craftsmen aren't... I hope the owner... Craftsmen... I bet the craftsmen are... Locked. There's a tennis ball stuck on the tow hitch. Ah, people do that to protect the hitch and their trouser legs from the grease. Got it. Interesting. The ladder is too high. I guess they expect people... Nope. The door is closed, and I don't want to break the window. Someone might hear the sound and call the police. I have to improvise if I want to get into the museum. Oh, nothing. I never imagined... Do I need an umbrella, or could it help me get... A rod like that could be useful. The door is closed. I could probably reach the door lock with the rod, but how's it supposed to catch hold? I don't want to crawl through stinking sewers just to get into the museum. There must be... There's a metal grate over the drain to prevent people from tripping. I can't make out what's below. There's a metal... Today, the museum is official. Who's a good dog? Yeah, who's a good dog then? I like dogs. I had a border collie back home. Followed me everywhere. He was very old, but the most loyal friend you could wish for. I'd like to keep playing with the pup, but I'd like to keep...
The museum is closed today. Come back tomorrow.
But there are visitors in the museum.
Carefully selected by Director Mokhtar.
Is there any chance of getting such an invitation?
For you?
Can you please let me in? My ship sails tonight, and I can't leave Egypt without having seen a mummy.
Get yourself a shovel and head for the desert. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Never mind.
Better...
I'd like to keep playing. The Sphinx still... Ah, that won't work. I'd like to keep... There's a metal grate over... Maybe I can fish something... Nothing. I can't even... It was worth a try. Interesting. The ladder is... I guess they... Nope. The handbrake is on. The door is closed, and I don't want to break... With a bit of imagination... A true jack of all trades. What's this? I'm afraid the painter discarded the overalls because he didn't want to walk around in sweat-soaked clothes all day. Ugh. But what the heck? I have no choice. A handsome man... I released the hand. That should do it. Huh, cold. I'd be surprised if they needed to use it often in this climate. Nothing out of the ordinary. Someone scratched a triangle into the stone. Could that mean something? Won't budge. Guessing won't get me. I need to get the blueprint. Guessing won't. I need to get. There's a small room down there. Should be the museum's treasure chamber if my sense of direction is right. No sign of the Eye or Legrand. Shouldn't be much longer before they arrive. I'd like to keep playing. Next attempt.
The museum is closed. Or are you one of the craftsmen?
Of course I'm a craftsman.
All right. Your company is not on the list.
Can't we come to an agreement? I have a job to do here.
So do I, and it's simple. Don't let anyone into the museum if they don't have any business here.
But my boss said... No. Disguise or no disguise, the security guard won't let me in if I'm not a registered worker. I'd like to keep... The tennis ball is slit open, and the inside is smeared with grease. No one will ever play tennis with this now. Yes, that might be... You want it? Yeah, you like that, don't ya? This little dog is crazy. Maybe I can somehow use... No. No. Maybe I can... Well, who wants to become an accomplice in a burglary? Yes, who wants to be an accomplice?
Ah! What are you doing? Come here, you... Stay away, you flea bag. Next time I'll wring your neck, even if it costs me my job.
You made yourself an enemy, pup.
Stupid mutt! I'll get you this time! the hell? Ah! Ugh!
This is my chance.
Weren't you just here?
I talked to my boss again. He said we must be on the list.
Your boss can come and see for himself. There is no Hamids.
Uh-huh.
My co-worker's handwriting. I can hardly make out a single word. Ah, yes. Here. Here, put this on.
Ah, many thanks. The author's companion. She seems to be waiting for... Maybe she... The eye hasn't taken its place in the treasure chamber yet. I'd better not show my face there. I better stay away from her. There's always a risk, and I bet that the... Imhotep. All right, I've got the blueprints. And since I'm a craftsman, it won't seem suspicious if I study them. Here's the treasure chamber. There's another room beneath it. And here's the entrance, somewhere near the statue. And there seems to be another entrance that...
What are you doing there?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
What's going on? And what happened on the ship?
I'm supposed to get these blueprints and open a secret entrance to the basement beneath the treasure chamber.
A basement under the treasure chamber?
I didn't know about that before. Inch somehow heard about it, and Mr. X took care of the rest.
What's he planning?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
Me neither. About the ship, I was able to stop the doctor.
What happened to him?
Inch.
You mean he...
There was nothing I could do. The blueprints show the basement below the treasure chamber, and 2 entrances. One of them is over there, but it seems to be closed.
And the other?
It's on the roof, and there are stairs from an attic down to the basement.
And how are you supposed to get into the attic?
That's the question. There's a small triangle here on the roof with 3 numbers next to it. 3, 6, and 2.
Some kind of code.
I'll have a look around. It'll be okay.
I wish I had your confidence.
It's time for the grand finale. Don't you agree?
Take care of yourself.
You too. A plan always seems much easier when you're just talking about it, doesn't it?
Yes, but not half as exciting.
Okay, I have to open the door to the basement. Let's go. The secret entrance to the basement must be behind the statue. It's well disguised. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gone undetected for decades. I can't see anything. No cracks, no handle. I won't be able to open the door from this side. I'll try to get in through the roof, then take the stairs to... The secret passage is somewhere around here on the blueprints, and so is the triangle scratched into the stone. Aha! Very good. Maybe this one. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong. No. That's the same triangle. The numbers 3. That's the same triangle as on the blueprints. The numbers 3, 6, and 2 are written next to it. I can't read anything else. Aha. Huh. Strange. Maybe the order is wrong. Aha. There we go. The digits are right to left. In this part of the world, they read from right to left. I'm in the museum. Well, sort of. The electrical cables don't seem like they were meant to be permanent. Probably they secretly tapped the museum's electricity. Maybe the bulb still works, but it's bright enough in here already. There's enough light shining through the holes in the roof. I don't need to turn the lamp on. Maybe the bulb still... Old technical equipment. Inch said something about an underground that operated here in the museum during... Could have been a radio installation. Would have been the perfect place for it, so high above the city. That's tar paper, I think. Maybe it's for covering all those holes in the roof. A big heavy roll of rough tar paper, probably put there decades ago and then forgotten. A big heavy... There's enough light... According to the blueprints, the stairs lead from the attic down. According to the blueprints, this... Pitch black in here. Here we go. I think it's... nothing. 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 The lamp was removed. You can still see the holes that the screws left. The cable was cleanly severed. The lamp was removed. You can still... the cable was... Here we go. Nothing. Okay, plus and minus are exposed. Here we go. I think it's... nothing. I expose... Here we go. I don't need art. A big heavy roll of rock. It doesn't make... A big heavy... I exposed the copper wires. There's no danger as long as the electricity is shut off. I exposed the copper wire. I could connect the cables to each... I exposed the copper... I could connect the cables to each other, but I'd need to strip the insulation from the cables on the wall and the lamp. Every time I don't have the knife with me, I need it. I exposed... Every time I don't... Here we go. Nothing. I should be able to Here we go. I think it's... Nothing. Here we go. Nothing. I exposed the copper wire. Okay. I'll twist the wires from the lamp cord together with the wires from the electrical cable. Let there be light! Damn! Something's wrong with the lamp. Something's wrong with the lamp. A big heavy... I think the contact is dirty. I was right. The lower contact is coated with rust. The current can't flow properly, and sooner or later the bulb will burn out. There's current in the wire. There's current in the... The fixture is connected to the cable, and there's the fixture... That makes no sense. As long as the contact is still rusty, I'll wind up ruining... The bulb is dirty. The contact... There's current in the... Every time I... There's current in the... A big heavy rope. Maybe I can... Yes, I can use it to rub the rust off. That should do it. The fixture... One more try. There we go. If it wasn't so dusty, I could easily imagine someone had been using it. What kind of stories could this room tell? About desperation? According to the blueprints, there's supposed to be a secret door here leading into the main hall. Huh, this must be the locking mechanism. Careful now. What are you doing here? What if Inch sees you? No.
I'm sorry. He caught me.
You and your little girlfriend. You thought you could go behind my back?
Inch, no.
You deserve to die, here and now. But then I wouldn't get the eye.
Don't hurt her, please.
We'll see. Get moving.
And now?
Cover to the chair.
No!
Patricia!
No!
Enough! You have one and only one chance of getting out of this alive. Do what I tell you to do. Tie her to the chair.
You can put the gun down. I won't try anything.
I could choose to believe you, or I could keep the gun pointed at you and know that you won't try anything, if you'd be so kind.
Can't we...
You can cuff your girl.
Please don't hurt her.
The handcuffs.
Please don't hurt her. I beg you.
The handcuffs. Now.
Please don't...
The handcuffs.
Please...
The handcuffs.
Please... Please don't hurt her.
The handcuffs. Now.
I'm sorry, Patricia. I'm sorry, Patricia. I'm sorry. I love you.
Look at her. Remember this scene? If you try to screw me, then...
If we do everything you ask, will you let us go?
I'm a poor loser, but a generous winner.
How did you find out about our plan?
By chance, I must admit. I hadn't anticipated it. I didn't think that you'd build up my trust for months just to betray me.
You have to be patient if you want to steal the eyes of the Sphinx.
A virtue youth normally lacks. It's a pity we have to go our separate ways after this little incident.
I can hardly wait. Please, let Patricia go. You've got me.
A fascinating young lady. Clever, skillful, beautiful. What's she doing? Are you sure you're not just a pawn in her game?
Let her go.
As soon as you bring me the second eye.
What's the next step? What's the plan?
Everything you need is in the bag. The eye will be delivered at any moment. You abseil from the roof into the treasure chamber.
And the display case's alarm system?
The alarm will go off, but I'll ensure that the only effect will be that the security barricades in the treasure chamber close.
How will you manage that?
Let me worry about that, just like the guards. You'll have several minutes to break into the display case and climb back to the roof.
How am I supposed to break into the display case? It's protected by bulletproof glass.
You'll find everything you need in the bag. A clever fellow like you will know what...
And once I have the jewel, what next? By the time I get back to the roof, the museum will be surrounded by policemen.
Correct. Escaping from the museum is impossible.
That means I stay inside the museum.
There's a bag in the basement with food and water for you and your girlfriend. I'm sure you'll find a way to pass the time for a couple of days. The police will search the whole city for the eye, but not the museum.
And once the museum's open to visitors again, Patricia and I will walk out through the secret door in the main hall to our freedom.
I'll be watching you every step of the way. You'll deliver the jewel, and then we'll never...
The plan might work, I must admit.
The plan will work. You'll see to that, or she'll suffer the consequences. Let's go. The clock is ticking. I have to take care...
It'll all work out in the end.
I know. Take care of yourself.
If you should open this door without the Eye of the Sphinx in your bag, I'll shoot first and then ask what went wrong.
You're not planning on letting us go, are you?
I need a scapegoat. Otherwise, the traitor would already be dead.
He doesn't understand because he doesn't think like you.
You messed with the wrong man, and now you have to suffer the consequences.
Maybe the tap is meant to depressurize the water tank if it rains too much. Or it's just a practical way for the window washers to get some fresh water up here. A crank. Something for opening windows that are too heavy to move with your hands. Your new home. I can see the treasure chamber. There are several people moving around down there. I think the eye is being delivered. This window can be opened. Must be an entrance for the window washers and maintenance crews when they have to work up here in the cupola. There's a mechanism that opens the window when you turn the crank. I see two contacts down there on the frame. There's a piece of metal stuck between them and fixed to the window. If I open the window, the piece of metal will move, breaking the circuit and setting off an alarm. Unless the guards have been notified beforehand, which is hardly an option in my case, I have to bypass the circuit. I can't cut any of the windows out of the frame, but this window has a rubber seal on the bottom and the sides. The roof of the museum is now officially drafty. Without a seal. Somehow I have to get at the contacts of the alarm system and override the circuit. Only then can I open the window safely. The window washer should never... Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter gap below the window. Just enough to slip a couple of fingers through. Somehow I have to get at the Somehow I have to get at the contacts of the alarm system and override the circuit. Only then can I open the window safely. That tarp is covering something. Bucket, rags, squeegee, tools of the trade for window washers. Probably didn't feel like carrying their equipment up to the roof every time, so they stashed it here. I don't need the squeegee. The bucket? Not really. This rag, on the other hand, I could wipe away fingerprints with it. No. Inch said everything I need is in the bag. I believe him. He wants the jewel. Until he gets it, climbing equipment, including a rope, a cloth bag. Huh? A pack of gum? Why did Inch put a pack of gum in a cloth bag? That's all. Climbing equipment and a pack of chewing gum. I'm beginning to feel under-equipped for this burglary. Looks like I'll have to improvise. There's nothing else in the bag. A good rope, and more than long enough. I'll leave it there until I... This is the same climb, only the mask is missing. Does Inch want to make sure that the security cameras can see my handsome face? A good rope, and... Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter... Somehow I have to get at the contacts of the alarm system and override the circuit. Only then... I can't stop thinking. I have a job to do. I'll leave it there until a good rope, and more than long enough to abseil down into the treasure chamber. Only one piece left. What's this? Unless this is the most expensive chewing gum commercial ever, Inch wanted me to find the diamond. I'm sure it's not a reward for all my hard work. Oh, cold, dripping wet. I'm not putting it in my pocket like that. A small cloth bag that can be drawn together at the top. There was a pack of gum in the bag with a diamond inside. Inch wanted to make sure that it didn't get lost. Without a seal, there's... Without a seal... Without a seal... Without a seal... Without a seal, there's a 1 or 2 centimeter gap below the window. Just enough to slip a couple of fingers through. Yes, the aluminum foil might bypass the circuit. Ah, that's darn tight. I can override the contacts with the strip, but I can't... Oh, damn! I lost the strip! It would never have worked anyway. The gap was too small. Without a seal. Okay, I'm in. And now back and forth and away we go. Got it. The wet rag is lying on the contacts. I think this crank will do the trick. Excellent. No alarm. Okay, I don't see anyone.
Such an attempt would fail here. The display case is bolted to the floor and weighs several hundred kilograms.
What's that? A camera?
The latest model. It's called video surveillance.
I've heard about that. The images are recorded and can be viewed again later.
That's right. Images from all 3 cameras are recorded in the guard room.
Wow.
As I've said, we've spared no effort and no expense.
I think I've seen enough here, but I'm interested in something else.
The camera covers the whole room, and I don't have a mask. I have to deactivate. Just have to hope that Inch knocked out the guard in the guard room. If not, he'll be on his way to check the camera soon. Here goes nothing. The camera is no longer a threat. A good rope got me down safely, and it'll get me out of here when I'm done.